crafters, my name is Cora and welcome to Craftopia, where we are creating a safe space for artists and crafters of all ages and experience levels to learn, create, explore, and grow. I'd like to invite you to check out our website at www.crafttopiawa.com, where you can learn more about our organization and vision and see a list of upcoming classes. You can also follow us on social media at Craftopia.wa. Now, pull up a chair, get comfortable, and let's get crafty.
Today we are making these darling little caterpillar friends on these cute flowers. If you're using a kit from Craftopia, then you already have everything that you need to make one of these little critters. To start, grab your pom-poms and decide what order you want your pom-poms to appear in. This may not seem important, but it is, as you will need to decide what color pom-pom you want to use as your head. Once you've got that determined, go ahead and grab your two googly eyes that come in your kit, and we're going to attach that to our first pom-pom. I'm going to pick the orange today. Now your kit should come with a little package of glue. You have two options with using this. You can either just snip off a corner and squeeze the glue out, or if you have something handy that you can use as an applicator, toothpicks, sticks all work really, really well. So I just opened up my glue. I'm going to use my toothpick or my popsicle stick here, put a good old dollop of glue on the back of that eyeball there and squish it onto my pom-pom. Make sure you do give it a good squish just because pom-poms are really, really fluffy, and so we want to make sure that that glue actually has a good chance to adhere onto the pom-pom. Now your googly eyes may also have some peel and stick paper on the back. You are welcome to try to peel that off and put that on. However, it has been my experience that the paper doesn't necessarily stick very well, so I do recommend using the glue since you have it handy. All right, put my second eyeball on, and here we now have a very, very bright and alert friend. All right, let's grab our little piece of flower paper while we wait for those eyeballs to dry a little bit. So your flower, as far as where you put your caterpillar on your flower, really is up to you. So be creative. Decide whether or not you want them to go straight across, you want them to go curvy around. It's entirely your preference. So again, using our little stick with some glue, just put a big old dab right on the bottom of your pom-pom. Squish it on that paper. We're going to do the same to the next two. There's no need to glue the actual pom-poms together once they are on the paper. They will stick nice and close to each other anyways. And here's the last of our body. I think I'm going to make this one coming down just a teeny bit so it looks like he's kind of crawling along the middle of our flower here. And then just a last little bit of glue. I'm going to stick it on our eyeballs up here. Make sure that you pay attention to where you put the glue on your eyeballs because you don't want his eyeballs down on the paper. So right on the bottom there. And let's see, I think I want him looking this way, like he's crawling up to the top of our flower. Voila, there's my happy little guy. I'm going to just set him aside and let him dry for a little while before I do too much wiggling of him. Okay, so my friend's had a little chance to dry. He's still a bit wet. He doesn't need too long, just enough for that glue to give a little bit of stickiness so I won't knock him loose as I'm messing with him. It will take a good 24 hours for him to dry completely, so just be prepared once you have him completed to let him sit and have a little nap. I've got my little string here. I'm going to tie this on him so that I can hang him up. You certainly don't have to if you're happy with just letting him sit like that. You have two options. You can actually just shove that string through and tie a nice little knot, but I want mine to lay smooth. So I'm going to take my two top pieces here and tie a knot in them to make a loop. To do that, I'm just going to wrap it around my finger, make a hole, and then tuck my ends through like I'm tying a regular knot. But as I pull it tight, I'm going to make sure that my knot stays close to my two loose ends here. And pull it nice and tight so that it doesn't come loose. So now I have a loop of its own. All right, I'm going to take that loop and I'm going to pop it through the hole only halfway, and then I'm going to take my big old knot, pop it through that hole and pull it tight. We call that a lark's head knot if you're doing macrame, so that's pretty fancy. And there he is, my happy little munchy friend is ready to go hang up on my wall. Thanks for watching.
We hope you had a good time crafting with us today. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below this video or send us an email at info@crafttopiawa.com. And be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future crafty goodness. Until next time.